going to show you how to put together a Randall made quad stand. So first things first, you get your back legs and then your front leg, and you will make sure these little hooks in the front leg attach to the sides. You'll see where they like slide in. So you slide that in from the top to the bottom, and if you wiggle it side to side, if it doesn't fall off, you know you've done it right. Tighten the top wing nuts, secure that in place. Now next, this might still be on, but just in case you have this like support little beam, do the same thing but from the bottom to the front. Make sure it's at the front facing forwards where the attachment is, depending on what attachment you have. So slide that on, tighten this wing nut, secure it in place, get that flat. And then now I'll take this main support beam and then put it onto the bottom legs. Same thing, get the little hooks, they go into little indents here, slide it in, wiggle it, make sure it doesn't come out. And then on the back, you have these two wing nuts, tighten them in place. That way the top beam will be supported and won't fall off. Cool, so this is your fully assembled stand. Next, what you want to do is take this bottom wing nut, the back legs, loosen it, push these all the way down, tighten back up. You want this as wide as you can, that way if the quads get bumped over, they won't fall. And then front leg, you'll take this bottom wing nut, push this forwards. Careful you don't want to push it too far forwards to where it's touching this top wing nut of the front leg, because then you won't be able to do it, it'll start scraping the rubber off, etc., etc. So make sure there's a little bit of room in between the front wing nut and the back of the leg. And then, once you get your desired angle, tighten this bottom wing nut, and there you go. You'll have your quad stand set up. Now to adjust the angle, you take the top wing nut, the front leg, loosen it, push it down, move it forwards, depending on whatever angle your quads are straight on. So we'll set that right about there. Tighten it. And then now with the main post attached, you can loosen this wing nut to raise and lower it as much as you need. Put that right about there. And this wing nut, if you loosen it, you can extend the post to meet wherever your quads are. Tighten that, just leave it there for now. Lastly, for the quad stands, you have this red hinge here. If you loosen it, you can change the height. Wherever you set that height, you go, tighten it, and it'll stay. And then if you're in a stadium or wherever you play in the stands, you can raise this up first, make room to move the front leg, and then you will loosen the top wing nut, raise it up to where the bottom of the front leg reaches your stands, like this. Then you can go ahead and tighten this or loosen it to change the angle. Same thing as when you're with normal ground. So now you'll notice that this is kind of in the way, and where your quads will set, it's a little far forward. So another thing you can do is take this off and put it on this front leg, and it'll be a little lower and a little more over here. So when you're in the stands, it'll support your quads there so they don't bounce. And that's pretty much it.